Mic on.
Alright, everything looks to be up and running. Cool. Alright, we're over here. No tech issues to speak of so far. We're doing alright. I have so many of these things. This right here, gotta keep it because apparently that can be gold if I. This one already is swapped, but it could be. This one right here could go massive if I can get it to convert to a legendary, which I could actually try right now. I need to go to. Need to get rid of one of these things. What do we want to get rid of though? Life recharges. Increase the energy. The energy shield's only on it, so it's life recharges is the big thing for this one. 20% to chaos resistance, 50 spirit. 25% increased attack speed while at full mana. And you count this full mana at 90, which most of the time I would be, but until I like crit a ton, and the spells that I have on the cast on crit thing just eat up so much mana. It just demolishes my mana. It actually makes me wonder if it's worth utilizing that because of that reason, you know? I don't think this one will ever be used either. Increases the reduction of minion damage. Also, yeah, I don't think so. So we'll disenchant those. I don't even think that's a good roll. Yeah, that's not a good roll. Topaz ring either. So there's that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll just sell this topaz ring. And now, if we go into number 1 right here. Okay, we have the orb. Where is it at? We have this. We can pray. If it rolls into a unique at all, it would be massive. No, it got destroyed. And such is the nature of this game. Quality mana modifier. So I did do a mana modifier on this one right here, and I think I might keep going with this. Just because it has such a high mana regeneration. And I like to have the mana regeneration on both of them because my mana just gets massacred. These things just eat up so much mana. 88 mana for each of these. Each time I build up enough crit, and I'm building up a reasonable amount of crit. So it actually makes me wonder if I should take one of these things off. Let's see. Fires 8 shards projectiles in a spiral. When projectile ends, modifiers to the number of projectiles only apply to the final spiral. Inflicts critical weakness on hit, and that goes up to like 10 times or something like that. Stacks up 20 times at 0.5, and it gives you 10% chance to crit on him. So my question would be, how many would you need to get to the 20? Gain 50% of damage as a corresponding type when passing over grounded surfaces. I do have the chance. I freeze things mostly, so it's just getting like freeze damage. So you're getting 50% of the damage of the corresponding type. So 50% of it's still going to go to cold damage. It doesn't say it's extra damage though. Increase projectile speed if I were to upgrade this thing. What I want to do is be able to lower the mana cost of them. I wonder if you were to put this one and put it like right here, does that lower the mana cost of the rest of these things? Because I don't see it reducing anything though, because that one's just spirit and these ones still say 88 mana on each of them. So I don't think that that technically works. But I do think going down to 2 might help my situation out. My problem is like when I'm like actively just on a boss or something, I want to be able to put my bell and just slam the bell and just start going ham. Like most monks definitely are using the bell, especially for single target purposes. And I don't have the mana for it because I'm just procking my Eye of Storm so much during that like little phase that I just instantly there's no mana and I'm just hitting a mana pot. But like when I'm normally fighting mobs and stuff, I have no issues because I'm killing stuff, so I'm getting mana regeneration from that. But then also I'm just not like critting so much on them because I'm one tapping everything almost. You know, if you one tap everything, 1 to 2 tap everything, you're only getting 1 to 2 crits off of it because that's the only times you're hitting them. So you're not gaining like a massive amount. But like on one boss that you're amping up the crit damage on it, you're just building up your crit so much, and you're just bam, Eye of Storm, Eye of Storm, Eye of Storm, so on and so forth. And this is just killing my mana though. And I wonder what's the fix to that. I could check. Let's go to level gems. It's actually going to be number 2. And see if there's anything cast on crit wise. Let's see. Skill triggered by support meta skills have 35% chance to refund half their energy cost. So like this one would be good to get more of them going out if I only did the 2 of them. So I guess I'll put that on there and see if that helps, because now I have 35% chance to get half of the refunded energy cost. Plus this is all the way leveled up, so I get the 10% reduction in reservation from it. And then I have a jewel that gives me increased or 10% increase in energy gained by meta skills. I think that's good. There is a big thing on the monk ascendancy thing here too, where meta skills gain 35% more energy, and then triggered spells deal 16% increased damage. But Eye of Storm or Eye of Winter doesn't exactly do a massive amount of damage. It's more so about the crit buff that it's applying when you do it. I think that's really how it works. Let's go over here and we'll put this right up there. And we'll see if that helps us proc more of them out, but also not completely demolish our mana. I think I wanted to pick up a few things in here, so yep. We'll go ahead and pick up some of these sockets, just because I know I'm not going to pick up all of them. I wanted to pick up the staff just to roll it, and we'll see the chance on it. I really want I want a staff with baseline crit on it. Like if I had crit and crit damage just because I'm running a crit build, like that'd be huge. My current weapon doesn't have it. Which, the base amount of crit that you have, and then all the percentage crit on top of it, it would just be so much stronger if you had a higher base of crit to be able to get all the percentages off of it. Since everything that you're placing on of it is a hit chance percentage, it's a percentage of what you already have for crit. Which kind of sucks in a sense, but... let's see. Is there anything else I really wanted to grab? Can hold Alt and see all the crappy stuff too. I didn't know that the filter actually like took away all this stuff for a while. There's a socket. Alright, let's not spend too much time. We can go to another map and we can get more. Identify. Let's see. Nope. I mean, no. It does no. And then the rest of this is other stuff. That goes to 10. Didn't roll... I mean, fire attack on there is not great anyway. It did roll max rarity on it. If you were going to run this one, I definitely think that there's better stuff. So I'm going to throw that away too. I have too many inside the bag. that one, and this one. Get a little extra shards. Alchemy, and... nope. So at this point, like, I'm trying to roll some of these just for crafting purposes now that I'm towards the end game to see if, like, I get a giga roll of some kind. The 1 to 156 lightning damage isn't bad. Like, it's a T9. That's actually pretty decent. But all of the other ones are actually not great. Life per enemy killed. If I get to the point where I'm having to heal up my health by and relying on like stuff dying to heal up my health, then I'm already damn near dead. So let's go ahead and rechuck it. Throw all those in there. Let's go over to our runes. We did get some of these ones though. Soul cores. 30% increased elemental damage with attacks. Sounds pretty freaking massive. But I want to see what the exchange. The 2% mana on killed is also huge. 15% bleeding on hit. I'm not sure if that's that great. We do have 2 of them though, and this one has chaos resistance. Sometimes I have to double check what I put in here. I did get this expedition thing too, so we can do an expedition. However, I wanted to go to this currency one. Actually, I didn't even need to put those in my bag. It technically will grab it from the bag. But we have soul cores. If we put exalted orbs. Okay. 79 for them. What about this one? 10 of those for 47 of them. $29 for one of these things. That seems pretty good, actually. Let's check the other one, too. Only 12 for this one. It's 12 to 1. Oh, I think somebody already purchased the thing. 47 for 4 of them. Well, ding. $11 to 1. I only have 1. So I can get 11 for that. I think we definitely do that right now because these are more valuable to us than this one right here is. Cool. Bolstering up the exalted orbs. I only have 1. No. Place order. I always feel like when I do that, like it's not actively. No. 4.67 per 1. No. I don't want to put the order in, I just want to buy somebody else's order, and that's why this right here kind of gets kind of confusing for me. If I put that in there, it's 10, is it 10 to 1 for this thing? If I put 11, if I put 12, okay, so it's 11. Okay, there we go. How many more can we get? And then maybe we go shopping. What's up, boys?
You're going shopping?
In the game, buddy. You going night night?
Mm.
Love you, buddy. Huh?
Hug.
There's a hug. Oy. Love you.
Hug. Jump.
Love you, my big boys.
Hug. Jump.
Can you do a run hug from there to here and then jump to me and they can see you in the camera? Yeah? Okay, go over there and you can do a... Daddy will back up a little bit so that you can do a jump hug all the way over here. Nah, don't go... I don't want you to run up the stairs. Just go from the stairs, bud. There you go. Whoosh! There you go. Love you, buddy. Love you, my tails. Alright. Sweet dreams. Be good boys. Go lay down on your beds. Stay on your beds.
Present for you. Yep.
Oh, thank you. I'll put the Among Us homie right here. He's the same what colors is he as? The same colors as what? Yeah.
So I give it that to you.
You know, I'm not. You don't have to give it to me, but he can hang out over here on Daddy's desk.
No, wait. I need to tell you.
Okay, I told you guys to say night night and go watch baby.
Night night, my buddy. I love you. Okay, how much does it go to before it changes? Or am I just like putting in my own order? And that's why this gets confusing. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, yeah, so it's just not converting now. Ratio is 4.70 to 1. So if I did 4, there's a 4 to 1. But if I did 5, so if it's white, it works. If it's not, normally it says like it's in stock or something right here, right? That's why it confuses me sometimes. Can I put 5? Okay, yeah, see, so if it's grayed out, that's me putting an order. And then I can put that there. Let me go back down to 4. It goes in the toolbox, honey. There's a big toolbox on the floor right there.
I'm scared of that one. He's trying to grab your stuff.
It latches. There I go. Throw that sucker right in there. Gaining quite a bit of the exalted orbs here. 48 of them. See what else we can sell. 4. Can I do a 5? No. It's all good. We go 4. And then there, place order. There we go. There's another 4. Okay, now what else can we sell here? I have this Omen of Greater. It's 1. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Envy. Distilled. Four to 8 of those things. Okay. It's 4 to 2 for chaos. Like, I don't ever use these correctly. I just throw them on there, like, hoping, and then I botch. you know, piece of gear. If I want though, if we put a divine orb in there, it only requires 1 to 38. What the hell? If I want a chaos orb and I have exalted, okay, hold on. Let's relook at this real quick. So a divine orb for chaos. I just want one. In order to get one divine orb, I need 39 chaos orbs. 38. Okay. So I need 38 of them, and I have 6. So I have okay, so I need 32 of them. If I wanted chaos orb, where the fuck is it at? Chaos orb, and I have these. Nope. These. Nope. 25 to 1. No stock for those. Go figure. I have lesser orbs. 50 of these for 1 exalted. Okay, that's bad. Okay, well that's noted. I'm gonna keep my chaos orbs in, because if I can stack them up enough, I can go and get a divine. Then maybe we can just start buying some divines through this thing. I want a divine orb, and I have exalted orbs. You need 114 for 1. I just want one. It's 115. Seems excessive. But the easiest way for you to get some big gear is to have a divine orb. And since we haven't had any drop, we're still in the high exalt spending area in order to get good stuff. What's up? What's up, Ellen? Is it Ellen or Elin? But it's going all right. I'm trying to figure this out, and this currency exchange thing is kind of confusing. It's not extremely intuitive, to be honest. And I don't know the actual value of some of this stuff, but I'm just like, at this point, exalted orbs so that I can buy some gear for upgrades is kind of my mindset on this at the moment. Let's see. I have a crap ton of these, but I'm assuming everyone does. Yeah, 1 to 149. Who even puts these orders in? Like, who wants 149 of these things? Even if it's for 1, like, who puts that order in? Well, my headset's charged up. The good one that I use is this one, though. 1. Yeah, 1 to 5. See, that makes a little more sense for this one. But I'm not gonna get rid of those because I might need them, so, you know. I think that's really all we like. What you would call it, soul cores. Which soul cores actually make me want to just run all of the Trial of Chaos things that I have, because the soul cores are what's giving me these. The last couple times when I wanted exalts, that soul cores just seemed to be the best selling thing for it by like a monstrous amount. Because now I have 77 exalts. I just recently started playing this game, and I'm also confused every time. But the game is really good. I've never played POE before, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked on it. It's fun to play. There's so much different builds and way to do builds and stuff. I'm hooked. I am super confused on how half this crap works, but it's been a cool experience so far. We reached T15s today as far as like waystones. So we're doing tier 15s. I'm trying to build up so I can get into like the pinnacle boss phase thing. I don't even know how to properly do that. The only pinnacle boss thing I know of is like your breaches. Eventually, when you get to 300 of these damn splinters, like you can do it, I think. So what's your main game? Well, my main game was World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft a lot. Over the years, I've played it a ton. I played Destiny. I played a lot of the MMOs. So, like, I used to play Terra, like Aeon, obviously World of Warcraft Classic, all that kind of stuff. Those were the games I was really big into. Obviously, Baldur's Gate, any of the Divinities games were huge. As far as streaming, like my YouTube channel, that's always been like World of Warcraft for the most part. But I've taken multiple breaks from World of Warcraft, and I'm kind of like branching out and just playing the other games just to try to see if I enjoy something else, you know. Oh, nice. I also love Warcraft. Yeah, Warcraft. I've been addicted to, you know, since it came out. OG vanilla status, I was there. Even though I was relatively young at the time, I was still there. I think it was like 13 or something when it came out. So we can go shopping, and we can do, like, for me, I can go shopping for either hands or boots. The hands, I'm a little skeptical on, because my hope is to eventually get a divine orb, and then try to get the unique hands, because the unique hands are massive for monks in general. It's like hands of writing or something like that. So maybe we just try to go to with the boot change. The only thing is the intellect. I would have to get something with the intellect, because if not, it's gonna slam that. Let's see, if I keep pressing the wrong button. My intelligence has to stay at 164, I believe. And I think that's because of these. Yeah, 164. So, I'm at 168. So I can't really do much. I'd have to get... If I replace a piece of gear, or if I replace the boots, I'd have to have it with intellect on it in order to actually adjust those. What's your favorite part of this game? The layers. The complexity of the layers. Now there is portions of it that I think are just bad. Well, not that they're... I guess that's not the best thing. Like, it's not that the game is bad, but there's portions of the game that could be more intuitive of how it tells you about things for when you're layering. Since there isn't a damage meter in the game, it really makes it difficult. Like details in World of Warcraft. Details in World of Warcraft. You click on it, it shows you your damage per second, and then what your damage per second is and why. Right? This game doesn't tell you that. It tells you your DPS like per ability, and you can click on it for like the details of what goes into it. But the thing is like my damage looks really, really low. Like Tempest Flurry, I'm doing T15s. Tempest Flurry is 28,000 damage, right? That's not high damage if you were to look at a lot of other people's things. But the reason why it's low is because I have so many passive effects. Like right here, Crashing Wave, 36% increased damage if you've critted in the past 8 seconds. Over here, another 30% increased damage if you've critted in the last 8 seconds. 20% more damage if you've critted. 30% elemental damage if you've shocked. 30% if you've ignited. 30%, you know, and it doesn't take into account all that. So I love the fact of all the layering. This plus the skills, the gear, all the mid-maxing optimization. Obviously the skill tree, that's just massive. And the fact that there's no limiting factors. I love it. Love all of it. But it's hard to know what is good because it doesn't tell you how it actually affects everything. I would say that that's what I enjoy about it. I just wish that it would be a little bit more fine-tuned, that you could like dive into it. I noticed the same thing after I came back from playing World Warcraft. Yeah, it's just hard to know how well a build does for you without actually having, like, you're just like the feeling. But the problem is like when you go in there right now, you're literally just like one tapping things and they're just falling apart. So it's like, how do you know if you're one tapping something harder than you were previously? Because it's just instantly dying. And then you get to a boss, and then that boss like doesn't, its HP doesn't move. A good example for me recently was I finally got all the way to the end boss of the fourth ascension inside the Trial of Sechemus or whatever, the time boss. I don't know his name. I only got to him once, but I did like no damage to that dude, like none. I killed everything one shot all the way up into him, and then I started fighting him, and like, man, I couldn't kill him to save my life. Like, I was doing all my damage and everything, and that guy's health bar was like not moving at all, and I was like, all right, I got to change my build or something. Don't mind me, I'm just listening to you while finishing Cruel. And Cruel, the fact that it actually doubles up and like you play once through the storyline and then it just makes you play through it again at a higher difficulty, I actually like that, because it's like, hey, while you're leveling up and you're getting all your abilities and stuff, wouldn't it have been cool if you had these abilities at the beginning of this stuff when you fought these first bosses, and you get the opportunity to do that? I actually like it, even though it's like, hey, I'm just gonna refresh the I'm just going to redo the content for you, and we're going to inflate the amount of content we actually give you by just upping the damage difficulty of everything. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. But I love how you have to make a strategy in a sesh. Yeah. That's you have to be very strategic at how you do something and how you build everything around it. It was harder normal for me than this. You mean the first round, like the first 3 acts were harder than Cruel? For me it was too. Acts 1 through 3 were harder because like you didn't have all the abilities and everything, right? So once you have all the abilities, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna blaze through all this stuff. But like now I'm trying to see how I optimize everything, and like these right here. This is the only unique I'm wearing right now, and I fell in love with it the moment that I put it on. It adds such a dynamic confusion, is honestly what I think it is, with how you build things, because all of the damage that you do doesn't do the appropriate affliction, and you have to work around all of that. So instead of having like the ring that everybody's using on Monk right now, the Porcel whatever ring, I have that too, but I don't use it because I don't need to use it. I have this one instead that converts all my damage types to a different type, but I do all of these. I ignite things, I am freezing things and blowing them up, I'm shocking things and killing them and then getting lightning and stuff. I have all 3 heralds run. I love the build that I'm doing right now, and I'm just going to keep rocking with it. I tried the ring thing, and I felt like the ring thing was useless compared to what I was already doing, so... but the layers, this thing adds the confusion with all of these on top of it, and then I mean you add on the skill tree, and it's just like it's a jumbled up mess of trying things out, and it's really cool. That's a very long-winded answer to what you were talking about, but that's what is making me enjoy this game, is the fact that there's so many layers, and I'm trying my hardest to stay away from like people and like this is the best way to do this and all that kind of stuff, even though like I see it on TikTok and all that kind of stuff, but like I'm trying to avoid it the best way I can so that I can go into it with a free mind of like, I want to do this and build it up on my own, in my own kind of way. But I do wish the game was more intuitive. Mainly because the biggest thing that's gotten me throughout this right here is like, how the hell do you know how strong attack speed is going to be for you overall versus just straight damage throughput? Or if you're doing lightning damage, which most monk abilities in general are lightning based. You know, you have some cold ones too if you go that route, but they're mostly lightning based. So initially I went full lightning. I went lightning everywhere. I went lightning all the way up here, and I got these lightnings, this one down here. And my problem is that like I did that, and you do get a lot of good base damage for the lightning aspect. And I was shocking stuff all over the place. I electrocute things as well. But like then I went to straight elemental because I do all the types of elemental damage right now. And I feel like that's better. Overall elemental damage and crit for me is working out better than straight lightning was. But like it's hard to compare, you know? It's really hard to compare. I died like 70 times in Utsal. I did too on my my ranger. My ranger, I died so much. The ranger was actually the first class I played. I played that up until like level 46-ish, I think it's 46. And and then I was just getting my ass owned. And I was like, all right, what's going on? And ultimately with Ranger did a lot of electricity damage, especially with like the pylon things. And that was a really cool thing to play with, but the problem with it was too much setup, and I felt like I kept like dying to it. And then it says, that's nice. What's your other hobbies? I mean, I work out. I would say that's my hobby. I'm working out more consistently now than I have been in a little bit. And then I'm a manager of a gym, so I do that quite often. And then outside of that, I got 3 boys. So I got 3 kids that are all boys. So I guess you could say that's my other hobby, you know? Juggling monsters.
And the queen.
And my wife, as she's pointed out to me.
Yeah, 'cause earlier else we won't. Right? Right?
I didn't hear that part, hon.
I said I have to or else you're not gonna do it.
Alright, let's juice this thing up and let's go at it again. Temporal chains. I don't like being slower, and that's what those do. Oh, so you are a strong guy? Show me your biceps. Give me some time to get conditioned back in, and maybe I'll do some flex streaming and stuff like that. I'm gonna be very humbled right now. As I am when I was in my early 20s, I had a phenomenal physique. You know, tooting my own horn and everything, like phenomenal physique. And then obviously, 10 years from now, I have 3 kids, and I definitely have a much more dad bod aspect. You know.
Mom too, don't worry.
I'm rocking the dad bod pretty well. This one says it's in progress. I thought I finished it. Oh no, I did finish it. Do I want to jump in a tower, or do I really want to just do breach ones? I can't do that one though, apparently. I want to do breach ones because I want to try to go to that pinnacle boss thing. I guess we go to the tower and get the extra buffs for those. You can also show me. I'm not gonna judge you. I mean, my biceps aren't like horrible. They're not massive, and I just need more fine tuning for them. Like I have a decent size arm, but it's not toned in anymore, and I have a lot of conditioning with it. Like my bicep is kind of a longer bicep as well. My arms have been naturally pretty good though, genetically wise. My arms and my upper 4 abs are probably the best genetic thing I have. Ice ball. I hate those damn things. Okay, hold on. Oi.
Silas, turn
Squishy.
around.
See, this is one of my monsters right here. Bam. He's saying night night. What's up, my bud? Night nights.
He's tired. Say bye-bye.
What's up, bye-byes? What's up, bye-byes?
You're tired, baby.
What's up, bye-byes? Night night, buddy.
Oh, there.
Yeah, there we go. High fives? Yeah. Alright. Sweet dreams, buddy. Okay, come give me a kiss.
Night.
Night. Love you. Strength build right there. We'll get back there. I've set in stone and committed. We are on the course to get back into it. Okay, let me actually focus on this so I don't die. Why do I feel like these guys are taking no damage? There we go. That's more like what it's supposed to be. I hate these guys. These These ice dudes. Horrible. I also like going to the gym, but you know, I'm a bit lazy. I mean, I'm no exemption. I manage a gym, and there was a good time frame there where I didn't even go, and I worked there. I had zero excuse. which is even, I would say, even worse. But now on my when I take my lunch and stuff at work, I just go work out for an hour. All right. Oh, I feel so slow with this damn thing on. Like, I don't have massive, like, movement speed, but with negative 7% on it, I feel like I'm slow. And slow just feels bad. I feel like my character, like, even his hits are slower when I have temporal chains on. Isn't there another ghost? No? Aw, cute moment. Yeah, I say goodnight. Like, I typically try to stream at 9 p.m. right now. And, like, they go to bed between 9 and 10, typically, all my boys. And then I have my little cute moment with them over here. His name is Silas. He's my baby. And then I have a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old. Screw you, freezy people. Cute name. Can I see him? He just went to bed. He was the little baby that was right here. I love babies. They are cute and fluffy. He is so squishy. His nickname for me is Squishy. All my kids are like carbon copies of each other too. When all three of them are boys, and all three of them look exactly like each other. When they were babies, anyway. They have a little bit of variation on them now. My two older ones, anyway. But when they were babies, all three of them look identical. Like, we're going to be one of those families where when they get older and they look back at all their pictures and stuff, and they're like, which one of us was this? I don't know. It's one of you guys. Like, we're going to look at, like, the background surrounding and be like, oh, well, we were living here at this time, so it had to have been this person. You know, I really want a divine to drop. And I've gotten 2 divines to drop in my entire time playing this game. And both times I got the divines to drop, I was like level 50. Like, I'm pretty sure I was still doing, like, campaign-orientated stuff, I think, at the time. Or I was just finishing it up. But I haven't got a divine since. Which seems wrong. You know? Doesn't seem like that's accurate. Alright, I'm going the wrong way because I cleared all that. I can go to this over here. Come on, come out wherever you are. Oh, everything died there. That was nice. That guy right there, he was electrocuted. And that's one of the cool things about this helmet is that since my lightning damage no longer does shock, in order to electrocute things, you have to stop that ability from being able to shock things and electrocute it instead. Since my lightning doesn't shock baseline because of this helmet, I can not only freeze targets with my lightning, but I can also electrocute them with my lightning, which makes it it's one of the main reasons why I love the helmet. I feel like it's super underrated. Main thing you want to do, especially with blowing stuff up with all the heralds, is freeze things. And since everything is lightning based for the abilities I have, I freeze things instantly with no problem. Alright, there's the end. The big stairs are the end of this tower. And I think that's kind of the end of this run. By the way, where do you live? I'm a Southern California, born and raised. I would not recommend it for anybody, especially right now. A ton of fires going on. Fires everywhere. I'm not in any danger myself. The fires are a good like 2 hours away from me ish. Get rid of those. Over here, put this stuff away. We got another T15, that's nice. I don't think I need either one of these skill gems. Level gems, I mean. Yeah, 18s are full. I had to reorganize this because I had so many of these damn things that like I literally have from 10 to 18 all in rows going all the way down. And then I have some of the very low ones down here, like 8, 9, 10, or 8s and 9s anyway. But I had to like get rid of it because I had like 4 tabs full of just this crap. So now I'm like, I'm just going to keep one row of them just on the off chance that I need it. And then that's it. So I don't need that one. And then this next one right here has these. And I guess I can have one more in there. Fill off that row. Yes. We're going to sell that. And then we can actually keep this one. We'll just amp it up. Right here, 1. There's that. And that. And this one. Rarity, 25% increase of rare chest, but 2 positives. I also have 200% increased stun buildup. Well, as long as they don't touch me, it's not a problem. And then we need to get a stone tablet. Which I found that quantity is better than all the other ones. So quantity on waystones is good, but quantity on items is huge. Quality, rare item quality is good too, but the quantity of items, the quantity of monsters and stuff like that are huge. I'm going to do this one just so we can keep getting stones. What kind of fires, like what happened there? Well, right now, LA is pretty much completely on fire. We have high winds. And apparently something happened with our water, the water system out there where like fire hydrants aren't, fire hydrants that are placed throughout the city are not distributing water the way they're supposed to, which is limiting firefighters' capabilities of fighting the fires. So they're currently relying on airdropping water on those, and thousands of homes have been burned up. It's literally going on right now. If you popped open like the news about news or TikTok or anything LA, California orientated, I mean, it's gonna pop up. They're dealing with all that, and I wish them the best. It is not cool. California typically burns every single year. Mostly it's our hills and stuff like that. It doesn't really get down to residentials, but I guess the high winds in combination with where the fires are started has just been extremely bad. I still can't do any of these breaches, so I'm gonna do this one. I hope you and your family are safe. Yeah, that's... Thank you, but like I'm not worried about us at all right now. Like I said, the fires for us are about 2 hours away. It's very unlikely that it comes towards us. The wind doesn't really come push down towards south anyway. It's all pushing up northward, so I think that I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. It would take a lot for any kind of fire to really get across the freeway to get to me. I live right on the other side of a freeway from like all the hills and stuff, so the fire would have to jump the freeway. Not saying it hasn't happened. We've had a fire on this side of the freeway, but not near me, so. Pop, 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 pop. I thought that green swirly was a bad guy. Oh. Tiaras. Yeah, see my electrocution. I have so much CC on this build. Like, it might not be the strongest damaging build by far, especially not right now. But like, I CC everything. If it doesn't blow up damn near instantly, it's sitting there like electrocuted and just shaking, which is awesome in my opinion. The fact that I can get away with electrocuting everything on top of freezing everything. And you can electrocute and freeze them at the same time. See, that was a rare dude. He died pretty quickly. Safe, gotcha. By the way, did you just recently hit affiliation? Recently-ish. I stopped streaming for a good couple months. I hit it. I did like a solid like 3 weeks or so of streaming pretty consistently, and then I hit the affiliate, and then I just kind of stopped, which is kind of my norm, I guess. And that's why this time around, me and my brother are both trying to dedicate ourselves to being very consistent. He's been extremely consistent with his streaming as of recently, and I'm just trying to catch up. Oh, I got slowed. That was scary. But yeah, this is my 4th day streaming in a row. So being back at it, which is not very long at all. Yeah. At this point, I'm trying to, this time around, I'm trying to set up like an actual dedicated schedule for it. So like I said, 9 p.m. to midnight is my time slotted area. That way I don't feel like I have to come home and immediately stream right after work or something.
Oh!
And we'll see.
Oh, hello.
Thank you very, very much for the follow. I appreciate it. And hopefully, like I said, this time I will stick to it and you'll see a lot more of me. Alright, let's pick up all these yellows. This is a double stacked event. There's guarded by 9 and this thing right here, which is always freaky because if I click on this and I accidentally click on that at the same time, which has happened in the past, things could not, could go very bad. So I'm gonna go and get some of my buffs back up, and then I'll go and do some of those. You deserve that. I just love your vibe. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's always nice to hear that people enjoy when you're talking, because there's a lot of times I'll sit here and I'll just kind of talk to myself, because I've kind of learned that in order to stream, you just have to talk about what's on your mind, because I think about a lot of crap, and so I'm trying to just speak my mind. And I mean, I'm happy if people are happy with what I'm saying, then something's working. Something's working right anyway. So I appreciate that. All right, let's try to not die to this. Let's buff up. Of course, they're gonna spawn behind me for some reason. I don't see anything. Oh, there's a dude there. They're on the other side. It's always spooky when they like spawn in the darkness right next to you, and then they're like slightly immune when they spawn. Okay, is that it? Did I not get anything from that? That was kind of lame. Alright, tornado bad. There we go. This one's donezo. Check out some of the gear stuff in there. This one has baseline 1.5% increased crit, which is always a good staff to start with. 1 to 26, that's not the greatest. 3 to 128. That staff has potential. Yeah, that staff has some good potential on it, I would say. Maybe. You don't typically want stats on your staff, I guess. I just dropped you a follow on Twitter, and can you add me back so we can connect? I can. I'll look into that after this. I haven't. If I'm being honest, I haven't gone on my Twitter in I don't know how long, dude. It's been a minute. I can't even remember the last thing I tweeted. I'm assuming I'm assuming it was like a Warcraft video, like link of some kind. Like after I made a Warcraft video, there was a time where I started linking it on Twitter just to try to like get it further out there for people. But I haven't been on that Twitter in a minute, I'm not gonna lie. My social media and I guess you could say networking has not been the greatest. But by all means, I'm all game to follow you on Twitter. But like I said, just don't expect me to be extremely active on it just yet. I should be. I really should be. It's a lightning monkey. I don't know why I keep trying to grab that. I know I can't grab that. I need to go back to town and empty out the bags. That's... If there was one thing, just one thing, that I wish that they would just instantly fix, it's the bag size. Like, it seems very silly that that is the amount that they let you. This right here is all that you can carry. Seems kind of silly. So this right here, initially I thought that this was massive. Back when I had like my lightning build and everything, I thought that this was going to be huge. Just because like all lightning damage, you're going to have lightning damage as your main ability. I thought that that was going to be big. But then all of your actual skills are a percentage of your physical damage that gets converted. And so these actually aren't that great for monks. Get rid of all that. This one, this one, this one, this one. We got a pretty good amount of waystones already. So 12. 15. Love to see it. Another 15. Huge. And then 11. And I have too many 11s. I need to convert these to like higher tier stuff just so I can empty out the bag space later on. So which social are you actively using? If I'm being honest, not many. Obviously, Twitch and YouTube are my two main things that I utilize, especially for like my content creation. So I would say that those two, if those kind of count. But like, I mean, I go on TikTok often, but I don't really use my TikTok or link my TikTok for anything. And who knows, TikTok might be gone in 20 days. So I don't know if it's worth trying to post anything on TikTok. And then, I used to have Twitter. I used to have an Instagram. But like Twitter and Instagram were things that I was trying to build up just so I could like repost content. And then commitment issues, I guess you could say. Commitment issues or completionist issues, one of the two. I have kind of both. I would get really good and do really good at something. I like YouTube. I had a couple videos that hit like 60,000 viewers and stuff, which isn't massive, but it was massive for me at the time. And then like once I hit those peak times, I just kind of like fell off. And so we are going to. This is our midlife crisis rebuilding of our streaming. I don't know. I guess that's kind of what I can call it. Alright, let's not die. And go, 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 go. Oh, there's a mana rare. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I'm not dead. That's a miracle. The mana thing scares the crap out of me. I lived. That was huge. I'm not exactly sure how I lived. But I did. Oh, this is the one I deferred last time. That's why it's there. I'm like, oh, that one has potential, but I didn't buy it last time. That one's not great. That one's meh. Why don't you build your Discord community? You'll probably forget to add me back on Twitter. Like I said, I don't go on it very often, but let's see. Let's see if I even have that link right now. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitter so long that it like popped up and said, "Hey, there's new terms and services since the last time you were there." There we go. See, there you go. Followed you back. Swear I haven't been on my Twitter in a hot minute, though. Yeah, thanks for following me on Twitter. And for following me on Twitch. Huge. Alright, should I buy this now? I think I have enough to buy it. I kind of want to try it later on. We gotta see what these are still. Alright. Let's try to finish clearing up this map. 14, some armor scraps. I really need to learn like what the baseline gear, like the good baseline gear is, so that like later on I can try to attempt to craft it, but that way I pick it up as it's like available. This map seems completely done though. There's a little bit on the end over here. Let's go see if that like breaches out into this like huge thing down here. Cause there's supposed to be 2 more of these rituals. And these ones ain't it. So there has to be quite a bit more left. The fire chicken. Okay, here's one of the rituals. Alright, no. Let's clear around it so that we don't end up fighting bad guys when we try to do the ritual. Rituals are scary enough for my build as is. Tier 9s. Honestly, you should use Twitter frequently. It really helps you grow. And you know I'm also there. You're giving me multiple reasons as to why I use Twitter. And you're not wrong. To all the reasons, you're not wrong. The content, like I know how to make videos and stuff. Like I said, I did it on my YouTube. And I'm relatively decent at it at the moment. As far as like just getting a video out if I wanted to get a video out. It takes time commitment to do so, and that is the next tier for not only me but for my brother as well, so we can get our videos out and start actually networking more. But you're right, definitely should use it. And you know I'll catch up with you there. By all games, message away. I'm always game to meet more people. Oh, I'm stunned. I don't know how I'm living this. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I should have died like 4 times. Okay. Nope, not good. Not good. Not good. Okay, I have 1 more ritual remaining, so I can technically re-roll it. Okay, there's a roll. While this item's active in your inventory, your next orb of alchemy will result in a maximum number of suffixes. That's not bad. How much is it? 460? I might be able to get that one. I don't think either one of those are good. I'll be right back in a minute. Alright. Thanks for being around. I'll see you in a little bit then. See. Got a lot of bosses, so there has to be a lot more to this. Oh, holy. Guy was CC'd into oblivion though, which is nice. I can't tell if this... Okay, so it's like it's hard to tell when the electrified ground is mine or the ice ground is mine and not something else's. Belt, chest. There we go. Another 13. Cut still 18. Okay, that guy seems like a bigger boss. Oh, the fire patch ground was mine. I wonder what the hell did that for me. Like, I know I have the ignite and explosions, but I didn't think it would create fire patched ground. Because the Eye of Winter, when it goes over a patched ground, it creates it 50% of its damage turns into that type of element. So that's kind of cool. Chest. Okay. Just for completionist issues, I'm gonna go get that little corner. Alright, let's go up in this last little hallway. Yep, there's the last thing. And there should be a boss over here too with it. Unless that was... No, there he is. Okay, he still fell over pretty fast. Charm, shock immunity. I carry too many possessions is the problem. Alright, all we gotta do is finish this and not die. Oh, nope. Damn it. I flickered myself into the tornado. Well, at least we finished the map technically. We could have bought that one little charm thing out of that, but everything else in that was not great, so I guess it wasn't the biggest loss to die right there. It's still kind of disappointing to flicker into it. Like, I flicker during those things just because there's a good chance that, like, you'll beat it very, very fast, but it's also super scary. Let's see. This one, lightning damage, +3 to the level to all melee skills isn't bad. But the physical damage, it would have to have like a massive physical damage thing on it, which is a prefix. And it does have the ability to gain a prefix, but I don't think the rest of the stuff is that great on it either. It's pretty much just the levels. Everything else is kind of meh. This one right here, though, 2 of the suffixes are just straight stats. One of them is a capped stat, and the other one's pretty close. Lightning damage is a pretty good one too. T7. Welcome back. Let's see. I'm just trying to sort through this stuff still and figure out like what I'm actually supposed to do with this. Like that right there, I should probably get rid of this thing. And then I think that I'm getting rid of that thing too. This other one though, I kind of want to slam it. What we want is something like this one up here where it has 124 increased physical damage. Like that would be phenomenal if I could get something like that. 72 percent increased physical damage, which is not gonna be enough. The other stats on it aren't bad, but I think mine's going to beat this still, no matter what. We can slam it one more time. Yeah, 2 to 7. That's like rank 1. Where'd the fire thing go? Yeah, it's literally a tier 1 fire, which is not great. It is what it is. The nature of gambling. You don't win them all. Now this one right here, the Gothic Quarterstaff has a baseline increase of 1.5 crit on it. So if you could get that plus crit on top of it, it would be massive. So I'm gonna I'm gonna alchemy orb it and see if we just get a ton of stuff on it. And we got nada. We got very, very bad everything. T1, T1, T1. That's all super bad. That sucks. It is what it is, though. I haven't got one thing that I was like, man, my crafting or my roll on it was just fucking phenomenal. All of my good gear was because I traded for it. Which kind of feels... It's like a feel bad moment in a sense. But I know that there's people that are already, like... I started this game late compared to everybody else. And so I know that there's people that are out there that are just rocking a ton of currencies and mats and all that stuff. And I am not. Let's make sure we organize all this nice and neat. There we go. We'll grab one of these 15s again. And then let's... That one's already has magic item. Magic chest. Magic monsters. Magic everything. And then we'll go ahead and grab one of these and we'll put it in the runes so I don't have to keep moving back and forth. I don't know, my head suddenly started hurting. That's not great. I have constant migraines too. And I actually, I ended up seeing a doctor about some of it. And like they wanted to give me narco for it. But what we ended up doing was actually ibuprofen. I used to take ibuprofen constantly and too much. And apparently that can hurt your kidneys. And so now I'm on just taking Tylenol for it. But I'm sorry your head hurts. But I mean, I'm just assuming. But off your name and off your Twitter, like, are you do you stream as well? It seems like you do. As at least your branding kind of suggests it. Let's go do a breach. That was cool. Lightning blasted everything. Okay. Take this little additional defensiveness and health and try to run through as much as we can. While we're buffed. Alright, our extra tankiness defense is ending in like 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and it's gone. Not that I think it actually helped us with too much. I think most of that we were self-sufficient. Chaos Orb. Awesome. All we need is like 30 more Chaos Orbs and we can buy a Divine Orb, apparently. The reason I think I have to go to sleep, maybe it'll get better after. That's, I mean, if you're sleep deprived, you could definitely get headaches off of that. Increased ranged. Kind of want to take that just to chance it later on. Well, if you do have to go to sleep, then I appreciate the follows on both Twitch and Twitter. And I'd be happy to see you and talk to you again next time, too. Like I said, I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible, so I'll be around tomorrow as well. Hopefully, I'll be on exactly at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Today, I had to get on a little bit afterwards. But I'll be around 9 p.m. tomorrow, Pacific time, anyway. I completely backtracked. Yeah, I've got to go now. I'll catch you later. Alright, you have a great one, and thanks again. And I hope you feel better soon. From the shadows. I dropped a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, let's pick it all up. We don't need 17 skills anymore. Oh, there we go. Gym cutters. I'm actually wondering if the gym cutter prison works on... I mean, it has to work. It has to work on the skills that you're using on, like, your crit to cast. It has to be working on that, right? I'm going to have to try that out, because I don't think I have any of my abilities that aren't all the way up to 20 quality already. So I will probably end up throwing the gym cutter quality things on those. These Eye of Winters that just popped out. Okay, he blows up. And then boom. That was a kind of a cool dodge. I didn't mean to dodge that guy's like leaping thing, but I kind of did by accident. Lightning circles.
Fury unleashed.
All these guardians. There we go. 15 waystone. That's what we like to see. If we just keep getting 15 waystones, at least one per run, we never run out. I'm in lightning round. I always wondered for initially like why my health would electrify until I actually like put 1 and 2 together, and I'm like, oh hey, that's actually because I'm the one taking more damage, not because I'm doing giga damage or anything. It's like I'm actually just taking increased damage. Somebody shocked me, or I'm standing on electrified ground. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the ice one. Snag that up real quick. Oh, we're next to a breach too. Let's go ahead and start it since we got the buff.
No escape. The mighty fall.
There's so much going on. I feel like I'm not going fast enough to do this though. Okay, we caught up with the end of it. Oh, that's the end. All right, that wasn't that bad. I felt relatively like okay and strong during that. Like I didn't feel like I was gonna die. I did have the buff. I had that ice buff thing on me. I wish I could have that ice buff thing all the time, I'm not gonna lie. But that felt pretty alright. I do feel like I could have went faster. I feel like I needed like so much more movement speed. Just so I can run through this stuff non-stop. Over here, some expert. Want all the breach splinters we can get our hands on so that we can actually one day do that pinnacle boss. Alright. Inventory. Okay, yeah, we are full. Let's go ahead and oh. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to our base real quick. Empty out the bags, get a good little reset going on. This one. I wish I actually knew what was like good for these types of weapons and whatnot, and these armor. But I don't. A lot of fire resistance on that one. And like my helmet, I know my helmet is my unique that I'm using, but it looks like all the helmets, like one of the good things on the helmet is just critical hit chance. And I'm running a crit build, and I'm wondering if I'm hindering myself by a lot by not having a helmet that just has crit chance increased. But mine that I'm wearing has a lot of elemental resist on it. It has 28 in total, which is relatively good. You know, I would say it's pretty good. 28 elemental resist helps out with my defensive tankiness. Alright, we have 7, so we need 29 now in order to buy a divine orb with those. There we go. Gem cutters. I don't know why I picked... Oh, no, don't do that. I don't know why I picked these up. And then waystones. Lovely 15s. Love to see it. 7s. Meh. Alright, and then let's hit it. And it's garbage. Garbage.
What can I do for you?
Like, very hot garbage. T1, T3, T2, all hot garbage. T5 on stun, which is not what you want on anything. Stun duration seems to be a very crappy stat in this game.
Yes.
Nope, I don't want to disenchant, I just want to sell them. There we go.
Until next time.
Back into the portal. Crossbow. Alright, let's see. Where do we go to finish this map? We kind of blitz run it because of the things. We don't want any of that. Not that way. This is leading to the bosses, but I can't do the boss room because I haven't opened the boss room yet. There's another staff. Go ahead and pick that sucker up. Here we go, I think. Oh, there's a bad guy that wasn't dead yet, so that's promising as far as where we're supposed to be going here. There it is. We went by it and we did not press it. Come on, I got 17 seconds on my buff. One boss. 2 bosses. I want that ability. Every time I see it, I want it.
I carry few possessions.
You should carry more possessions. Not just a few. You should just simply carry more possessions. Inventory size should be at least doubled. Like, they could add a scroll wheel right here. Just scroll down, you know? Just scroll down, you have double the amount of inventory. There's no reason not to. This is one of those things that I always think about. I mean, I think I relate a lot of things back to Warcraft just because that was the game I played for so long. And this is the kind of stuff, like, I remember when they did conduits and conduit power back in, like, Shadowlands. And it was just a big, like, why? Like, everybody's just like, why would you do this? Why do it this way anyway? Like, conduits, kind of neat. Some kind of change that you can do with some of the things. But, like, conduit power, like, why limit the fact that you can, to change these? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You know? And you get so much bag space anyway through the things that you buy, and I get that that's a good big reason for it, is because you're purchasing the slots. But I guarantee if they slotted it in and said, hey, you know what, you can buy extra inventory space for your actual, like, on person inventory, fucking everybody would buy it. You know, just straight up everybody would buy it. Oh snap! Hold up. Oh, no. For some reason, when I hit shift, I was thinking that the one that I'm wearing is the one that this one actually was. And I was like, wait. We got item rarity and intelligence. And it's like, no, we don't. We literally, the only good thing about this one is the fact that it has the same movement speed, which is not great because I want more movement speed. It does have more maximum life, but everything else is garbage. Goodbye. Garbage.
Time is not on our side.
Alright, we do it again. This one doesn't have a base increase hit chance, which I kind of want to do that one. But if this one hit with crit chance, and let's see, we want crit chance. Obviously, we want massive physical damage increase on top of it. So we want massive physical increase. This one's 77, this one's 72. So I don't actually know what the breakpoints are, if it has to be above a 77 in order to get the 24% increase on physical damage. That's kind of some of the stuff I would like to know. But the ones that what this doesn't have, we do want that physical damage. We want adds physical damage because that doubles up on the physical damage. And then we want crit, hit chance, and attack speed. And I don't know if all of those are the same kind of thing. I don't think they are. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, so increased attack speed is a suffix. Suffix would be huge. The melee skill would be huge too if you get it on there. And the first two, not bad. Second two, kind of meh. Well, the mana one, meh. And the last one is ass. And it gives you the 3 already. So, like, from here, since it already has 3 suffixes, and I believe that the attack speed and the melee skill is a suffix on it, not a prefix on it, that I would just not spend any more further on this one. We are just going to disenchant it. I'm trying to get better at it. I think that that's how that works. 14. We're getting a lot of 14s, but we still got, we're still able to rock the 15s. Did I need to go back and pick up any more stuff? I don't remember. Oh, yep. Right there. Another one over here too. We don't need an 18 skill gem. And I think that that's legit it. Everything else is, we're not going to go hunting through this again for it. Just on to the next map.
Speed. What can I do for you?
Disenchant. This is crazy bad. You know, that stats on that are just crazy bad.
On with you.
Alright, let's bolster up this 15 again. 50% increased area of effects. Rare chests. Chests are so bad in this game. I know that they put a post out saying that they were going to make them better, but they are very, 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 very bad. 22% increased number of rare monsters, 28% increased number of rare chests, 21% magic monsters. Sure. We run it. We run... Let's do this one, because then we can get this tower and maybe buff up more of the breaches. And actually, I didn't look if any of my tablets had like additional breaches, because if you do that, because like right now I want to get as many breaches done as possible, because I want to be able to try to do that pinnacle boss, maybe get something very good out of it, if I can even kill the pinnacle boss. Huge ifs, ifs everywhere. At some point I do also want to just like go and do some of the Trial of Chaos, which oh no, that's Trial of Secamus. This is actually for the Ascendancy. I would like to kill that person too, but last time I did not fare so great against him. Had very little honor going into it, and then on top of that, I did like no damage to that boss. Come back, that was a creepy thing. Increased range on that, that's 18, don't want it.
Oh! Oh, hello.
Holy snap. Oh, hello. Hey, Deborah. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. How are you? Gotta get this slicing one down here, too. I'm feeling awake, which the last couple days I've been kind of exhausted and or tired and sore, so been a good improvement so far. Oh, fire circles. Fire bad. There we go. Good to hear that. I'm fine, thanks. Where are you from? I am in Southern California. All the fire. Topaz ring? Nah. There's our breach. Clear around it here a little bit. Miss Deborah, I have had a lot of offers come through, and there's 2 offers that typically come through. One of them is for branding and like Fiverr access stuff, and the other one is for followers. Either one of those ones, I already did my branding. I did my branding myself, and I did my brother's too, and I'm pretty happy with where it's at the moment, if that was what the offer was. And then for followers, I'm not planning on paying for followers. But you can share anything you'd like. I won't stop you from it. I understand and respect the hustle. I get it. I have very much the same goals. One day I would love to be able to get paid to do what I love. So I respect the hustle. Snap. Ooh, that was... could have been bad. Chaos orbs, fire circle. More chaos orbs. There we go, she's dead. Chaos orbs, pop them. Pop that one. Alright, now I can read your stuff. Like I said, Miss Deborah, I respect the hustle, but I'm not looking for any rebranding. I did Fiverr for branding through an individual such as yourself for my first branding that I did back when I was called Sage Shifter. And then after that, I just started kind of doing it myself for me and my brother. And right now, like all the dragon stuff that you see across my Twitches and stuff are all things that I created. And I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely happy with it enough at current to not have to pay for more of it yet. Maybe one day I'll get something extremely specialized and look at it, but that day is nowhere near. I've spent too much money trying to get this stuff up and running to warrant me doing more of that. Like I said, respect the hustle. And I wish you luck.
I'll be here, waiting.
I'm gonna go down here. Charms. Throw it right there. And then Waystone. And then let's go to 1. Put all of our currencies. Cast speed 10. I mean, I don't want cast speed, so I don't know if I want to keep this ring. But I have a spot, so it's going in. Maybe when I do my Sork build. Or Witch. I might do Witch. Let's see. And then I want to slam these. Slicing quarterstaff. This one's just better. Right? Actually, I don't know, because that one's 65 to 108. This one's 53 to 111. So this like has a higher cap out, but this one does more damage on every hit at minimum. And I don't know why I picked up those two. Alright, we're using our last alchemy orbs here. Only 16. Okay, it has double the things we wanted on it. But I don't even... So we can't change the tiers. And that's tier 1. So that's not going to be worth anything either. Okay, this one has 3 things we want on it too, but they're all very low tier. I wonder what I gotta do to get stuff to have higher tiers. Because, like, the crit hit chance on this is great. The level of melee skills, great, which we've just confirmed both of those are suffixes on weapons as well. And then the physical damage increase is phenomenal. All 3 of those, exactly what we want on one of our quarterstaffs. Just not at the horribly low level that those are all at. And so they are all gone. All garbage. Oh, what the... That's not what I wanted to do. Why is this pinned? There you go. Accept, and then buy or sell, and get rid of these 2 things.
On with the work.
And then we go back. Oh, da, 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 da. I need to make my protein shake after... Maybe after this run I go and make a protein shake real quick. Yeah, see, so like this one has very low base damage, so I don't think I'm even going to attempt that one. And I don't really care for block chance. I want the one that has increased baseline crit on it. Or like the one that gives you increased range isn't too bad. I would much more prefer the one that has like baseline crit on it, or just increased physical damage baseline. Those are the ones that I think I need to focus in on. That way I'm not just burning a ton of orbs. Exalted orbs. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, maybe we should go back and do the breach. I do have my buffs now. If I make sure I use it here in just a couple seconds. There we go. And then let's pop it. Ah. See? Death recap. Got fucked by everything on the map is ultimately my death recap. That sucks. I gotta get better at that. I feel like when I'm doing my ability, it's not hitting or zapping enough things when I'm pressing my charge staff into it. And that's why I end up like spamming my wave for AoE stuff. I was getting ready to press my flicker. Maybe I should have just flickered sooner. I don't know. I don't know. I should have probably finished that map before I did the breach, though. I knew better than that, to be honest.
I'll be here, waiting.
Alright, so out of the two things...
Winter prevails.
Okay, if I get rid of that, then my fire damage goes down. This one, it's nothing, though. This one, the boots are technically free. I wonder if I can get better boots. Better booties. 20, 40, 60, 76 exalted orbs. I need to stop spinning my exalted orbs. Oh, you know what? We talked about protein shake. I'm going to go grab one real quick, and then I will be right back. So I'm going to put that Be Right Back dragon on there. Lovely, beautiful thing I made. And then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Alright, where did I put my shaker? As I drop it. Alrighty. Back to live. I got it. It was an adventure on its own, though. I couldn't find my damn shaker, and then after I found it, and then went to downstairs to go put some milk in it, because I like my protein shakes with milk and not water. I ended up spilling some of it on the stairs. So, sorry if it took me a minute to get back. Alrighty. Let's double check this. He is. Alright, there we go. We got the bro stream up too. That way we can see what he's doing. And checking him out while he's playing his Call of Duty. You know what? I didn't even know this was here. I'm not gonna, or I guess I knew it was here, but I forgot about it. 100% forgot about it. Alright, well we died, so now we gotta do another one. We gotta make sure we don't fail these damn breaches. I do want to, let's go ahead and we're just gonna full send these on this down here, because that is currently what we're doing. Okay, so I guess I have to take it off, and then... So it's 30% increased projectile speed. Throw that little sucker in there and see if... Now we're going to see if one Eye of Storm just launches faster than the other one, which is what should happen. But we'll see if that works, because if not, then the quality doesn't do shit for stuff that's cast on, whatever. We were talking about going into this one. I'd have to have the 29 intellect on it in order to be able to do anything with this. So we need big energy shield. The item rarity is good, and the intellect. So, like, it doesn't give us a lot of wiggle room for anything else, really. We would like more movement speed, but I think that the movement speed itself is probably going to cost a divine, maybe. But let's check it out. We'll jump on the website real quick. I'll throw the website up in the stream in just a second once I log into this sucker. And then we'll go from there. Verify, verify, verified. Gotta like verify 5 different things in order to get into it. Alright. So we throw this up here. And then we're going to clear show filters. We want booties. Where's the boots? Armor boots right here. We are level 85, I think, currently. And then we want it to be exalted orbs, movement speed, and then it has to have intellect on it. Intelligence, and so if we go up here, it has to be 64. So we have a 4-point leeway. So we have 29 on the boots. It's gotta at least be, what, 25? Has to be at least 25 intellect on the boots. Go right here. Pop this sucker back up. So intellect is a minimum of 25. And then search. I guess we could further zone it in. And we want item rarity. Okay, so movement speed 35. That one's only 8. Oh. And then further thing that we need on it is percent increase the evasion and energy shield. That gives us not only the correct armor type that we want, but we also want a very high one because it has to be higher than this one in order to buy it. Otherwise, what the hell would the point be, right? Alright, so show filters, add evasion. This is going to be evasion and energy shield. And then search. And then we can search evasion at max quantity. On actually right here, movement speed increase, we are going to go with 30 as a minimum. And then increase, and now we can filter by this, and it'll show us the highest one that's at minimum at 30. So what was our thing at? It's 275, 105, 275, 103, which is very, very close. But this one has quality on it, so that's why it's higher. So this one with quality, well, no, that's evasion at max quality, so that one's actually still going to be lower. All right, how do we go about thinking about this? Do we, because I mean honestly, I want 35, right? I mean, who doesn't want 35? So if we go over here and we just limit it to 35, and then we go to max evasion quant, like it goes down pretty big. But this is before socket too. I don't know if that last one was before socket, if I'm being honest. Corrupted. This one has good life. It has the intelligence. 19 item rarity. It is already at 20 quality. It doesn't have the socket thing to increase this, but it's still pretty low. For 50 exalts too, is crazy. They socketed this one with 5% to all elemental resist. We don't need elemental resist at all on our boots. We could get a little bit of actually, our hands overcap us. Let's just go into the game. Our hands overcap us on fire. Fire, we're at 92% in total. 75% is your cap. If I take it off, we're at 63. So technically, if we wanted to do it, what that's, I need like 12% fire resistance. If I got 12% fire resistance on the boots, then when I hopefully eventually get that unique to try out, because the unique doesn't have fire resist from what I know. We could check though. So in here, we'll just we'll duplicate it, and then we'll clear. It's called Hand of, I think it's this one. Search. Yeah, so it gives you some base stats, and then 3% increased attack speed per 25 dex, and adds 1 to 10 lightning damage, 2 attacks per 10 intelligence, which is good. Both of these are inside the tree, but it doubles it up if you get them. So that's both really good. We said we need 12 fire resist. This one actually has 13 on it. So technically, if we were to get like this one, you could technically get it. But if we were 350 exalts is, I don't know how, I mean, is it, it's only 4 is the difference, but that's nuts. It's 2 divine. The cheapest one is 2 divine, which is crazy on its own too. Especially since we don't have any divine. But we definitely can get one that has resistance on it. I think that's just because they put 12 resistance on the socket, which is kind of not the greatest use of the socket for that, in my opinion. It doesn't have good evasion rating or anything anyway, so putting in like the one that gives you 20% more evasion and stuff, probably useless. That's probably why they did this. Like 5 to all, 12 to fire. This one's corrupted with some fire penetration. This one's at least corrupted with a socket and quality. It goes from 3 divine to 360 divine. For what? Nothing's fucking changed. I got a feeling all these people are morons. Oh, it's 350 exalt. I mean, it's still a ton. If we go to... Let's check out what the exalted orbs. This one's just bait. Watch, I'll direct whisper that person. Yeah, all the rest of this is just crazy. I don't even know why we're looking at this. Let's go back to our boots. The boots currently don't actually need any elemental resistances on it until I replace the hands. So that it's not something that has to be taken into a factor. I do want increased speed, which I don't know if the 10 increased speed is worth the limitation on evasion and energy shield. Hmm. $33 intellect. Chill on you. Item rarity. My item rarity on this one is 22. So if we limit it even further, item rarity minimum of 22. There's not even one that has 22. 20? Nope. 18. There's only 2 of them with high-end 18 on it. And they're both very low on evasion rating. If I just exit out the item rarity, what can we get? 235 at max quality before we put a socket into it. And ours is 275. I don't know if this is... I don't know if the movement speed itself is worth it. 80 exalted. Dex intelligence. Dex intelligence. This is one of those things that I think that the actual movement speed is going to be that noticeable. Just a 10% increase on movement speed. Because, like, this isn't bad boots, obviously. Because I can't get one that's even higher evasion rating than this one was. Because this one has 88% increased evasion on it. Evasion rating, anyway. You can do one. This one has 109, but total max is way, way lower. This one has max mana on it too. Maybe we just buy a cheap one, see if it's worth it. If it's like a noticeable speed increase over it. That would just be like, how much do we want to invest into a cheaper version of one of these things?
Charge complete.
Charge complete. I'm gonna unplug this because it keeps saying that periodically now. Throw this up over this. Nope, apparently it's underneath another wire, so I'm gonna put it over there. I lose item rarity. So if we put the item rarity back into it and then see which one the cheapest is. Cheapest one's 40. So if we take out item rarity and we search, the cheapest one's 5. With 31 intelligence, 126 maximum mana, which is actually better than what we have. Its in total evasion is kind of garbage, but I think it's going to get really close to ours after, well, it says quality is 207, so it'd be 207, and then if we put the 20% in there, it get close-ish, but not all the way there. Fuck it, it's 5. Let's see if they answer me. Let's get our waystone ready for whenever they do answer, if they do answer. Magic modifier, and then rare. All bad. All bad. All bad. They're not answering me. That's okay. Go 1. I'll put 5 by itself just in case they do. Alright. Well, we're still going to do this one again just because I want to get this tower. And it's not going to have anything in it. So we're just hoping for rare drops at this point with the base stuff that we have on it. Be on the lookout for that Eye of the Storm, one being faster. He got electrocuted. I do think I saw one of them going faster. The cool thing about the belt is when you proc your whatchamacallit, your Eye of Storm, it procs off of the bell too, which just makes it reverberate like even faster. It's pretty cool. I don't want to see if there's a jewel that has like the meta % increase energy as well as the herald damage. Because both of most of my gems have the herald damage in it, but I have one that has the meta damage, and if I could get both of them, all three of them to have it, like that would be pretty big. Because then my cast on crit would just happen so much more often, which would deplenish and just eat the ever living out of my mana. But it would be good damage. Alted orb.
The dreamer provides.
Stone. 17, don't need it. Jumping monkeys are bad. There's a rare over there. Oh, fire circle. Lightning homies. Okay. Birders. Rare. Exalted. I do see more Exalteds dropping now, at least, now that we're just consistently doing 15s. That's nice, because we'd go forever without even seeing one. In the lower tier ones, anyway. Now we just need to keep... I mean, we haven't been spamming 15s all that much, just today is when we got to it, so... Once we actually start, you know, pumping more into them, then we should be able to get a little more benefits out of it, I think. Okay, that's just a dead end. I don't know why I double went into it. It's crackling, we don't want that. Dead end. Vanquished. Oh, those are rare ones. Map completion. I need mana. You always need mana. I'd like for one day for him not to need mana. Alright, even if it says we completed it, there's definitely more things to be killed. Don't stand in blood piles. I believe they do physical damage. Bleeding damage, something to that effect. $65 to 108. I'm only gonna go after the ones that have crit, which I think is the Gothic staff. I mean, I can look at the stabs and see if there's something comparable to mine, but it has better crit. I doubt I'll be able to buy it for Exalted Orbs. And Divines don't exist in this game. At least not in endgame, they don't exist. Apparently they exist in, like, leveling. But I can't get one to drop in endgame, which is odd to me. Alright, let's go check out here and see if there's anything that, like, roots upward from this. Nope. It looks like it's all done there. Alright. Well, then we go back to town. We hit up the next one. We can do the tower now. And once we finish the tower, we can amp it up, which hopefully amps up the rest of everything. Nope. And nope. And nope.
Until next time.
Waystones. 12s. I'm running out of space. 13s. I need to do some conversions here soon. Let's go ahead and grab another 15. Buff it up. Bam. Let's go do that tower. Blow them all up. I missed a homie. See, like here, I feel like if I had higher movement speed, so much of this would just be a little more streamlined. But I mean like a lot of movement speed. If I had somewhere around like 50% movement speed, I feel like that would be great. Okay, what's this one do? Additional elemental resistances. I'm all for it. Any bad guys? Very little bad guys. Dead end. Nope, not there either. Oh, the damn. The orb.
The dreamer provides.
So many. It actually kind of makes me want to try it with the Monk Ascendancy. That gives you more for meta skills. And just see how much I can get it procced off. And then check and see if I can get more of the meta reduction from the jewels. If I can get all of that, then I could get this cast on crit thing to go off like all the time. Obviously, if I got more crit in general, I'd just be able to get it to go off more. But like those are more obtainable things that I can do, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a new staff anytime soon. Okay, that's the exit. I feel like I missed a whole bunch of this tower, so I'm going to go exploring. That's cool. Just the fact that my build blows that up, I think that's cool. The fact that I've gotten it to be able to chain ice, fire, and lightning to do that, I think is awesome. I got it to chain that while it all does opposite damage with the helmet. I like it. Muy macho. I do feel slow though.
No escape. Meet the dreamer.
There's a whole lot of lightning. Alright, that looks more of like a cleared map. Towers are always super easy. I definitely would recommend people that want to just like get towards the end game stuff with all the ascendancy points, or not the ascendancy points, but the astral tree. I don't really know what it's called. The one that amps up like your different keystones. If you just want to get all the points for those, just do as many towers as you can with your keys while you're leveling up from 10 to 15 or whatever it is. Or it's 1 to 15 actually. Alright. Back we go. We'll clear out our bags. We'll get our new keystone. It's not bad start. Like the intellect on it is not massive, but it's not horrible either. Do I even have one to roll it? I don't think I have a alchemy orb to roll that right now. Decisions. Or we just throw it over here with this one. And we hope for the best. Okay. So we want to... A couple things we wanted to do, right? Before we actually jump into the next key. We can grab our waystone key, though. We'll grab another 15. It already has that. We'll slam it with the rare. And then come over here and refund passives. And we can go, do we want to take away cold damage or lightning damage? We do lightning damage baseline with all of our stuff. So I'm going to say the cold damage one. And then we can put it into our triggered spells. 35% more energy from triggered spells. And then we want to get something like our... Is it this one? No. Is it... It's this one, right? Meta skills gain 10% increased energy. So we want to see if we can get one that has meta skill increased energy and the herald skill on it. I don't know if it can. That's a suffix. No, it's a prefix. That one's a prefix. What's this one? It's a suffix. So it's a prefix and a suffix. So there's a chance, but I do know that, like, obviously certain gyms can only have certain thingamajigs on them. So let's take a look. Let's pop up this trader again. And we're going to clear everything. And show filters. We want a jewel. Jewel. Where's it at? It's somewhere. I passed it. I feel like I passed it. Meta gym, any jewel. Any jewel, we want a rare one. Add filter. Meta skill, energy increase, and herald. Let's see if it exists. It doesn't exist. See if this one exists. These ones do exist. I wonder if it's worth it, because a 25% increased damage on the herald skills just seems like a broken stat almost, right? See, this goes up to 15. And in this, what was the one that we had? It's over here. And it's 10. And I only have 3 of them currently, I think, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all I have at the moment. Is 3 of these sockets. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I think my mana is going to not be able to keep up with it. And I do feel like I'm going to lose some damage on the herald skills. But I could just gain damage from being able to shoot out the Eye of Storm stuff like all the time. Also, on the Eye of Storm thing, we have a chance to refund. So I think when it's refunding is when I can see it proc a ton out, as well as they gain 40% increased energy. So we're getting a crap ton of energy increase across all of the abilities. And it just has to reach 100 energy, I believe, in order to do its thing. Where is the thing at? What was this one? Oh, that was for the hands. Do we want to attempt to invest in this? We just put 15 on it. Metaskill energy, minimum 15. Faster start of energy shield recharge isn't horrible. Increase 8% increase effective auras from your skills. I don't know what that exactly means. For crit hit chance for spells. Minion, don't want minion. Spell damage, don't want. Chaos damage. Crit damage bonus is good. Magnitude of ignites is meh. Shock duration's meh too. 2% of damage is taken from mana before life. That's an interesting one, but I already have mana problems. Trigger spells deal 13% increased spell damage, 7% increased critical hit chance, and 6% increased chaos damage. The critical hit chance one is something we do want, which you can get 15 For Divine Orb. Okay, never mind. I think that was pretty much the same thing that we were just looking at too, but I don't want that at all. So we put Exalted in search. And if we see the crit one again, we'll click on it. Debuffs. So it requires 60 Exalted for 14% crit chance. I mean, this whole thing is relatively good, but not good in the sense to like try to find out how good it is by that. I don't know if... I don't know. For now, I guess I just want to try... Is there a way for me to go back to... the boots? Because I direct whispered, I think, this person. $95. Holy crap. These are all not super great. I'll whisper this person again. And yeah, I don't know if I want to spend any more than that. Just to try to see if the movement speed is worthwhile. Okay. Alright, well. We did change it up slightly. And we'll see how much it procs and how much it eats the ever-living out of my mana. Because I got a very suspicious feeling that it's going to just demolish my mana pool. We do need to get a tablet. And do we have a breach one? There we go. Breach 766. Breaches in your maps contain one additional collapsed hand. This one doesn't have a thing on it. Oh, no, we have to turn it into a magic item first. Experience gained, I like it. Increase magic damage. Gold found. And increased magic monsters. Huh. Screw it. Let's do this one. There we go. We influence to get more breaches. Now all we gotta do is actually not die in any of them. Is that possible? Maybe. Maybe, we shall see. However, now that we change our ascendancy, we're going to do a lot less cold damage in general, but that's not going to be an overall problem. That's the one thing I'm feeling like I'm not going to actually notice all that much. But we should see our crit just kind of skyrocket on our meta skill here. There's, see, it already popped that time. There goes again. Breach is over there towards the middle. I mean, that does feel kind of nice with it going pretty fast. I'm getting it like almost every pack now. And as we know, we could spec into getting it even more than that. And if we had higher crit on like our weapon and stuff, we would get it almost every single time, which is pretty cool. It definitely does eat up mana, because you look at that mana it eats. And if I got a lot of crits, it's going to eat mana like a madman. I don't know exactly how to fix that other than to try to get as much mana regen as humanly possible. I don't know if the spell percentage reduction on mana costing abilities actually affects that too. That's something we should probably check. Because if that's the case, then it might actually be more beneficial to sink stuff into mana cost reduction if it does actually affect your triggered spells. I need to stop using the click to cast my charge shield. I need to remember that I need to just press 5 for it. It keeps getting input confusion with trying to pick something up and pressing the ability itself. Pop. And my mana was just gone again. Oh, we leveled up. What level are we? 88 now. We rolling. Yeah, see, like, I can't for the life of me press that damn bell now. An emerald. This chest. I mean, it's a tier 15. I feel like we're doing good AoE damage on it. I think like our crit's doing relatively good, but now we're also proccing that ability more. But like right here, I can't... Oh, shit. I can't press the bell because the other abilities are proccing so much that I don't have the mana to do it. And that is a very big problem at the moment. There's the breach. don't. Oh, hold up. There are people. I'm happy I didn't do the breach yet. There are quite a few things over here that need to happen. We're gonna save that for the breach for sure. Alright, we got another event over here too. Pick up this stuff. Let's go clear house over here a little bit. There we go. Looks like all of that's cleared. There's some bad guys in this room over here. You hear them screeching or squealing or whatever the hell you want to call that. Alright, we have some area to clear over here too before we get down to this. Okay.
Relentless assault!
Alright, this one's going to be a big help when we do this breach. The breach is right there, so let's go grab this. And then let's blast through. There we go. That was a good flicker. If it wasn't for that flicker, we definitely wouldn't have gotten nearly as much as we did there.
For the monastery.
Flicker's cast speed could be faster though, for sure. Like, not how it shoots you around the room and all that kind of stuff. I just meant, like, how it starts. Could definitely be faster. Like, it would feel better if it was faster. Because sometimes I feel like I'm pressing it, and then it takes it a second to actually register what it's going to do. I don't need the 18. I do want all of these.
No escape!
Breach splinters. There's some more stuff to explore over here. Nope. Okay. So this is where it started. And then we kind of shot out from here. So is there anything else I need to pick up? I don't think so. It's just the spirit. Alright, so I think we're done in total with this map for the most part. Alright. 2% maximum lightning resistance, 11% increased elemental damage. Not bad.
Until next time.
Currencies. It's gonna take us forever to do this breach boss thing. I don't think I'm gonna do this one. I think I'm just gonna sell both of these things. Like, this one is a slicing quarterstaff, and it doesn't have like a base damage modifier increase on it. And I kind of want the one that's a crit one, which is a gothic staff.
Hello.
Nope, I don't want that. I don't want to buy. I'm just gonna sell those.
Until next time.
And then we go runes, put the rune away, jewel, put the jewel away, charm, and then this one's actually an ascendancy one. And then waystone. I am in such a harsh need of going through this stuff. Okay, and then
Go on. Yes. I'll be here. Waiting.
I kind of want to look up the staffs. Show filter, clear the filter. It's gonna be war staff. I passed it. Why do I feel like I keep missing it? Quarterstaff? It used to be called war staff. Maybe they updated it. I want a rare one. And we are now 80... What? $88. I was gonna put 86. 88. Nope, that's not what I want to do. $88. We need... % to increase physical damage. Increase critical hit chance. And a increase to attack speed. Attack speed of Corsaves. Oh, one of these two is broken. Okay, well there's this... What the... Okay, I was like, what in the world is going on? What's this? A mirror? I've never seen a mirror on the registry thing before, but that is a monstrous one. And the crit, almost 2 attacks per second. Okay, what's the blank to crit hit chance? 0.2. Okay, I don't need those ones. I need exalted. Most crits. Just 5% crit, but on a crappy quality thing. Like this right here, there's no way it's 1 exalted, right? Mine's 288 to 526. Damn it, I hate the fact that I can't see this thing. It's the same kind of 588 is 247 to 484. So mine definitely does more physical damage. I think mine does more elemental damage too, but that's because I have the two things on it. Adds physical, adds cold, adds crit, and a 15 attack. Mine doesn't have any attack speed on it, so the attack speed would probably compensate for the reduction in that. There's no way that this guy is selling it for 1, though. I'm gonna whisper him anyway, though. $11.90. It should just be increased attack speed. Why are there... $310 of the damn things. Hmm. I think I actually took a picture of my staff and placed it in my Discord. I'm going to see if I can't look at that of like what the actual listing was, because this one gives you more information than what just looking at yours does. So let's see. Maybe I didn't. Could have swore I did. Maybe I took a picture on my phone or something instead. I just remember doing that. $1650. That's massive crit. Rest of it's not the greatest. I don't know. I feel like I just need to get... I need to get so much more currency. Because like the 622 one over here looks really nice. But there's just no way. 310. If I spent 0 currency over the entire time I've played this game, I might have been able to pay for that. If we change this to Divine Orb, and we put max 2, we'll be generous with the 2. Say max DPS. Oh, wrong thing to click on. It's 15. It's still only 366 though. 5%. Like 2 Divine Orbs for this. Like it has good crit on it, but that's not. There's no way that's worth worth 2 Divine. Same thing with this. The overall DPS is bad. The crit is good. That's kind of it. This one's absolutely garbage. And most of these, there's no way it's a Divine Orb. The only reason why they're on there is because they rolled high crit. Yeah, there's just no way. One Divine. I mean, this one looks juicy. That's not the best of it, but it's not the worst. But like 556 of pure physical conversion, 16% increased range, but the crit on that is massive. So, and it's a corrupted with 3 things. Like that would be a good Divine buy. I don't know. Like this is probably comparable to what I'm wearing, but the crit itself would probably throw it ahead of what I'm wearing at the moment. All of these other ones up here at the end are not very high on crit. But yeah, this one's huge. For Divine Orb. Yeah, I just 20, 40, 60, 80. I have 80 exalts that I could use, but I don't think that that's going to even come close. I want a Divine Orb. I has 80 of these things. I just want one. I need 116. $38 chaos orbs. 815 of those. 401. 91. Does make me wonder who's putting in like these freaking things. 27 distilled paranoia. It's 5 exalted orbs for one of those distilled paranoia. 5-to-1 ratio. It's 5-to-1, and then when we had divine orbs to that, which is paranoia, it's 26. Five times. So it's cheaper. It would be cheaper just to do with the exalted orbs than it would be to buy 26 of these or 25 more of these and do it that way. No, I still just want divine orbs. And then 13 of these for one of those? That's still kind of nutty. I can't think of anything else. $160. Literally all of them in the world. $77. $11. That's not what I wanted. 115 exalted orbs for divine orbs. We're at 80, so I need 36 more exalted to get that. I want exalted orbs. I have scrolls of wisdom. Nope. Yeah, I'm not doing that either. It's 8-to-1 for these artificer orbs. It's 1-to-7. How many of these do I have? 116. I am passing out. Trying to figure out how to get more of this stuff. And really, I should probably just go straight into grinding more, is what I should be doing. But I think since I'm tired, I'm going to call it for a day. I did get my couple hours in for the stream. I've been streaming consistently, so all cool, good stuff. And we'll continue the grind more tomorrow and see where we can get to. I do want to get a staff with some crit on it because I think that would just be a huge increase, but obviously we're not going to be able to do that until we start getting some divine orbs, and I am unfortunately not getting any. I don't exactly know how to increase those odds either. I probably just need to, right here my rarity is only 42. Probably need to find a way to get more rarity and maybe put on the charm for it as well, this golden charm. I have a couple of them. Mm. 31% chance to gain a charge when you kill something. Those are that would be good for this. I'm just gonna grab all of them, and then we will. Alright. 31 chance to gain a charge, 55 life when used. Duration and charges. Duration and charges. Duration and charges gain. So the first one is still the only one that says when you kill an enemy. Alright. It's not going to show up, but that gives us 20% more rarity. So we were at like 43, now we're at 63. We're going to have to figure out a way to get more rarity within our gear. I hear that going over 100 isn't needed, but I know people stack it like a madman too. So we'll have to wait and see. I did want to do some of these, but I feel like I'd pass out during them at the moment. Especially a second mist one. Second mist is just such a freaking long thing to do. These ones not so bad. And I would need 2 more of these fully complete in order to get 2 more of these to try that end boss, because I've never done it or seen them. But anyway, that is for tomorrow. I will see y'all tomorrow. Later today, actually. Technically, it's already 1. So I'll see you guys later today. That's that. Have a good one.